F-bombs are armed and may be dropped. I have another video on this subject that is uploaded, but it's in private mode because I made a big mistake, and I own it right away. Yesterday there was a vote in Congress on the assault weapons ban, and I mistakenly believed that it was the Senate vote. It was not. I should have noticed when there was over 200 votes in favor. That's my bad. I'm sorry, guys. I made a mistake. It effectively changes nothing. Excuse me. This is going to go to the Senate. It's going to pass. And the actual piece of paper that Joe has to sign that makes it from a law or from a bill before Congress that has passed into a presidentially signed bill, that's already sitting in his desk. It's signed. It's done. Don't worry about that. That's a problem, but it's not the end of the world. The strategy here is to try to stall the process, right? The Supreme Court has already said no. That doesn't matter to them as much because, first of all, this will force a lot of the smaller companies out of business. Companies like mine, right? Mine will not survive 2 years of being effectively out of business. Yes, some of the parts we make end up on airsofts. Not nearly enough, right? This is also going to force gun companies per se out of business. They cannot in any way survive 2 years of having no income. That's not going to happen. That's not really a problem for them. What's going to be a problem for them is in about 2 years when this finally gets to the Supreme Court, unless a couple of miracles happen between here and there. What is that Supreme Court going to look like? Right? It's possible that they could try and pack the court. It's going to be a very difficult process. And it'll drag this thing out a lot more than the 2 years that they'll need. Or they can try to Scalia, one of the Second Amendment friendly judges. Probably Thomas, to be perfectly blunt. That's the truth. Then they can put somebody else who is less Second Amendment friendly in, and all of a sudden this ban will be enforced. The court will rule that even though it violates the Second Amendment, and that is a done deal, it still doesn't violate enough. They'll use some interesting language. I don't know what. I don't care. They bought 2 years of breathing room. This is the political equivalent of a fighting retreat. They know they can't win this battle. They're going to mine the the way out while they pull back to try to figure out what they need to do to recover. It's as simple as that. All right. The original video, the one that's uploaded now, I'm probably going to take the transcripts from that, wait for the final vote to come out so I can just replace that little bit and put it right back up. Put the new version up with the exact same language, exact same words, F-bombs and all. And just the only thing you'll notice different, other than perhaps what I'm wearing at the time. Sorry about the wife beater, guys. This was kind of an emergency. The only thing you'll notice different is, hey, those numbers make a lot more sense. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm going to break one of my own rules a lot. I do not promote a product unless the maker of the product has given me some sort of permission, right? They may not want to be associated with me. That's why the infamous cover-ups. Oh, he's covering up the label again. Yeah, it is funny, and they probably don't care. At least that company probably doesn't care. Others might, and I need to respect their desire to be independent of me at least. I'm going to break that rule here. Veterans Manufacturing Company of Katy, Texas. They're the ones that made the body armor that I have, partially because their ceramic plate will stop a 50 cal round. It's been proven. Jerry Jerry Mishlik. Jerry, if you ever see this, you want to call me a Datslav or Dotsliv? Yeah, I'm totally okay. Go ahead and butcher it. Um, but he tested their ceramic plate with 50 cal, and it took the hit, and it did not penetrate. Did the person on the other side survive? Well, it was a dummy, so there's no way to know. But would a person wearing that have survived? Actually, probably. They probably would have survived at least one hit. Two, maybe. A third one probably would have penetrated and it would have been irrelevant. What Veterans Manufacturing did differently, though, their body armor floats. It's actually rated as a Type 5 PFD by the U.S. Coast Guard. And I'm just saying, I might have a little bit of affinity for what Coast Guard says. Um, and actually, I dug into it. Type 5 has a wide range of buoyancy. Well, their body armor has the highest end of Type 5. Type 5 is a special design for when you need certain unusual characteristics, like you need to be able to work, or you need to be able to fit into tight spaces, or something else that you can't use the standard Type 1, 2, and 3. Okay, well, Type 5, and as long as it can float to such and such an amount, you'll make it. Well, theirs floats almost to a Type 1. I think it's 25-pound buoyancy. I looked this up a while back, so bear with me. Was very impressed. Why am I shilling a specific product? And the link will be in the description, by the way. Why am I shilling a specific product, especially one I'm not being paid for and kind of don't exactly have permission to? What's been said extensively is that this new bill, this assault weapons ban of 2022, besides the fact that it doesn't have a sunset clause, will ban body armor as well. Now, I haven't actually seen the text. I'm not sure. But even if it doesn't, 2023, they'll have another bill out to ban body armor, and it'll be irrelevant. Get your body armor today. If you don't get it from Vets Manufacturing, get it from somebody else. Get the inserts, the ceramic or steel or whatever other inserts you need to take it from uh, small arms to rifle. It's expensive, right? It is. That's the truth. Under the subject of shilling, something about that body armor I did not like. My body armor. First of all, it comes with the uh, ballistic material permanently sewn into the vest. That means you can't change your vest color. Thank God I ordered blue, right? I I probably would have ordered orange, except something in the back of my mind said, "Don't do that. Order blue." Yeah, okay. And then you can order orange later on. Well, no, actually, you can't. Um, I don't know why they did that. Don't care a whole lot. Just kind of curious. The other thing I didn't like is the ceramic plate attaches with Velcro to mollies on the front. Well, that's normal. There's no mollies on the back, so you can't attach a plate to the back. You are free to pester and annoy um, the company all you want to find out why. I'm going to take it on an article of faith that there's a reason they did it that way and that I don't understand. And I haven't had time to follow up because I said I'm breaking my rule. They're not paying for this endorsement because I told them that I would do this after I finished paying off my plate. I'm still $250 short. Um, but urgency has changed the situation a little bit. So it is what it is. All right. To fight this assault weapons ban, first of all, we need to get court action ready to move like a week ago. Have somebody with a couple $1,000,000 to sink down a hole to fight this with. And basically, all they are is a name on a piece of paper that says, I, uh, John Smith, am saying that no, this is bad law. This violates the Constitution. And I'm asking the Supreme Court to say no. If there's a writ of certiorari already sitting in Chief Justice Roberts' desk, waiting for this piece of paper to cross over, then great. It could take 2 months to get that process started. Chances are it's not there because that might not even be legal. I'm not sure. Um, Filing directly to the Supreme Court, even if you do, it'll take 6 to 8 months then. All right. That's a long time, very, very long time to put together the resources for the DNC to fight this with. That's the truth, right? They can put the stats together the way they want them to read. They can put the expert witnesses. They can put everybody together that they want. And they'll have 6 to 8 months to do it with. That's, that is a long, long time. My company will be out of business after about 6 months. Smaller, purely gun companies, they'll be out of business in a couple of months at most. If they are still around at that point, they won't be moving any product, right? This puts them deeply in debt. Give them a couple of years like this, and give even if they're back in business after a couple of months, getting back ahead of that debt will be very impressive. And that's kind of the point. Force as many companies, gun or otherwise, out of business as quickly as possible, and you can close up the market. This is like closing all the bars or all the restaurants. Most of the restaurants during the pandemic were only closed for a couple of months. Some of them for 6 months, right? And there's still a lot of places that never came close to recovering. There's one I loved back in Reading. They're gone now. and they are not coming back. And that is very unfortunate. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Force the companies out of business, as many as possible, and leave a pall of fear over the rest about the next bill to come down. Nobody will want to go into the industry dies off. All right, I've been ranting for 15 minutes, so I probably should wrap this up. Keep calm, mandatory carry on, and fight this until hell freezes over.